to go to round 2. 3 of my card members, 2 of them are here.
Yes.
You want to say hey?
Time for 12.
So,
Awesome. What's your name?
I'm Jason.
Ian.
We're doing the intro right here in the restaurant. They're gonna both be on our card next round, which is videoed, and so is Gavin, which has been he's been in a video before. So
Cool. I'm
we're gonna do that.
Open to sponsorships from Nineveh or Discraft.
Hit him up. All right, guys, we are here on our starting hole, hole 5. We got Ian, Gavin, Jason. We're gonna tear it up, blue tees longs at Stumpy Creek Disc Golf Course. All right, guys, we are here on hole 5, round 2, on the Stumpy Creek Fling and Ching Disc Golf Tournament in Mooresville, North Carolina. This is round 2 from the blue tees, and as always, I got Disc Golf Dad in the booth with me.
How's it going, guys? There's Ian leading us off, and a little pulled right, but that's kind of the common mistake here, isn't it?
Yeah, the baseball field left is playing OB, so right is definitely the better miss. This is Jason on the tee. He's going with his Discraft Soul.
And if you missed it in the intro, he is open to sponsorships from either Innova or Discraft.
Yes.
At least he matches.
Left to right.
As long as it's a red sponsorship.
This is me with my X-Soft Ringer GT. It's a really straight disc. I was kind of just trying to throw a little hyzer flip right down the middle. And I did so pretty well, I would say.
Ended up maybe circle's edge short.
It was a little outside. It kind of got that drop there at the end, but it was inbounds, so.
And Gavin, your good friend from Rock Hill.
Yeah, he's going with a Firebird. He was trying to flex this one, just threw it a little bit too high, so it fought out really fast.
Hey, sometimes it's better be lucky than good in this game, baby. Oh, yeah.
Truer words have never been spoken.
This is Jason with the new Discraft Fierce on Paige Pierce's line of discs.
Tell me about the drop off there to the right, because it's a little more severe than it looks. He was probably laying up to that safe side on purpose.
Yeah, it's bad. It drops off really far, and those woods are jail, as you can see Ian hitting one of the early trees, and then good little pitch out there. He should be able to make that for his bogey. But Gavin here from the middle got a nice jump putt look at it. A little bit of a half run.
And you're going to see undulation, like elevation changes, are going to be a common theme throughout every one of these holes on this course, aren't they?
Yeah, and my dad accidentally missed my shot. I just laid up really fast, right over there where Jason is, the safer side of the fairway.
I'm not footballing, right? You good?
Yeah, so the elevation drops 30, 40, 50 feet on a lot of these holes. It's a big test because it's tough to get the distances. You got a lot of kind of death putts almost on every hole.
For sure. Hole 6, 405-foot par 3. Probably playing a little bit less than that. Downhill. I think the wind was like left or right, so probably going to turn over some of these discs. See there from Jason. That is a fine shot, though.
Great shot, not great camera work. You need to get a better cameraman. This is one of the few holes we don't have a catch cam, so tried to film it from the middle. Not a good decision. Yes, I know you're dizzy. You can leave it in the comments below. And that's a little early out to the left.
Yeah, for sure. That was my Buzz SS. Love the flight on it, just a little early release.
Spoiler alert, pay attention to this shot. This was fun. Oh my God.
He hit the inside of the yellow thing on the top of the fence and spun and bounced over it.
Up and over back to safety.
That's awesome.
Is that 5-time?
That's just luck right there. This is Ian. Just not really committing to it, I guess. Kind of hyzering out over there, but I don't know actually. I never really walked over there, so I don't know if he had any lines over there.
That's jail. That's just way early. He doesn't throw disc golf shots like that very often. Nice little flick. He's got a great anti-flick, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's one of the better parts of his game. This is me trying to do the same thing, just a little bit too wide. Dropped it right in the middle of the fairway, though. That looked to be a tomahawk?
Yeah, and that got through almost everything. That was really impressive.
Really?
I mean, it was either really good or really lucky. I didn't see his line, but I know it was just jail, and he got through all of it.
That's it.
Gotcha.
You're good.
That was me
Really?
just trying to lay up.
You should introduce yourself every hole. Who's this?
This is Jason. Probably trying to run that. Looked like he was a little frustrated that it was too low, but still right there. Is Gavin from about 40 feet? Ooh,
And there
just
is
short.
absolutely no flutter in that putter.
That's what I was going for, but I
Oh.
Gavin's gonna punch me next time he sees me.
Ian for his par. Ooh, just right.
It would have been a miracle. Still a good bogey from over there.
Jason with a nice little par cleanup. This is me again. I know you're shocked. From about 25 feet. Actually, probably around 25.
A lot of chains. Am side,
Bad
but
putt,
still a
though.
lot of chains. Yeah, it was a 50-50. And now Ian to clean up that bogey. Oh, no. Like I said, Ian to clean up that double bogey.
Yeah, that was not typical Ian. He was playing really well. And then Gavin tapping in his bogey.
Okay, talk about how tight this line is. Basically, it's exactly as tight as it looks on film.
This line sucks. Yeah, it was probably 8 feet wide, maybe at the widest part of it. It's hard.
It's
and
exactly where he threw that disc.
Jason pured it.
roll.
Got a weird little roll.
Wow.
No.
Yes, it's still rolling, but I think he was around circle's edge.
I mean, 300 feet total. The gap is out there about halfway, maybe 150, and it's all of 8 feet wide.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just a
something like that.
super impressive hole to hit the gap.
Oh, man.
Gavin slipped his out a little bit early, and that is jail down there. I'm throwing my Buzz SS here, just trying to put it flat or touch a hyzer, pop it up, and hopefully go dead straight.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Anything, please.
Nice shot, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. It was the best I threw this hole out of all the
That's the way
rounds.
to bounce back from a double bogey.
Yeah. Put it in perspective, if you're an average player out there like me, I'm going to hit this gap maybe 1 out of 15 times.
You'd hit it more than that, because you could throw a tomahawk through it.
Okay, I'd cheat and do an overhand just to get through it.
Ian, I believe, throwing a deadbeat.
Oh, another pure one.
Yeah, that one's great.
I mean, 3 out of the 4 of you
And
guys, that's a
another
good.
bounce.
You'd have to think that's about as good as any card coming through that gap.
Yeah, for sure. That was not an easy hole. Gavin's throwing a thumber here. And Gavin does not typically throw overhand, so if that tells you what type of jail he's in.
Oh, man.
Fought through a little bit, but he's still in the jail there. Going with his patented anti-flick. And that is beautiful.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, he throws that thing so well.
Yeah, left down the bottom where that creek is the land of double bogeys. I mean, if you get up and out of there for a bogey, that's good.
Yeah, it's really bad down there. I was down there round 1, and pretty much the same thing that just happened to Gavin.
What's this elevation, you think?
At least 20 feet.
Yeah.
It's high. You have to put so much extra power into that putt. It's crazy.
And, you know, if you hit metal and it doesn't stay, like does it cross your mind to lay that one up just because
Oh, for
you roll
sure.
away right back down to where you are?
For sure. Jason actually went back on his line a little further because he was on the hill slope. He was actually closer than that, but he went across the creek because he did not feel safe on his lie. Can I get a paper, right, so I can put my foot right there and I'm fine? Gavin, is this fair?
Luke
'Cause I get
doing
like a
the right
paper,
thing, checking the PDGA rules.
Didn't want a foot fault. You hear me saying I didn't want to fall through it because that is a pretty decent sized hill.
Bang! That is a good 2.
Felt pretty good. Yeah, that was one that I really wanted to get. Gavin tapping in his bogey.
Appreciate it.
And this is Ian for his par.
Good comebacker.
putt.
I didn't realize he went quite that far. That was scary.
Yeah. And then Jason cleaning up his par.
2 pars, a birdie, and a bogey has to be pretty good overall.
Yeah. Playing that hole even is pretty good.
Ooh.
That was me just seeing how far I could yank a disc. And
It's a little grippy to the right. The line, if you can see in the middle there, is right where he's looking with his disc, between those 2 big trees where I'm zooming in. Oh, exactly right there.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was hard.
That was looking good.
Like a lot of holes at this course, you can hit the primary line and still catch a late tree and be in the junk.
oh yeah.
Just brutal.
And if you're anywhere out of the fairway, it's almost an instant bogey. It's every single hole is just so wooded. It's a nice shot there from Ian.
Smashing my knees.
Can you imagine playing this course in the summer when everything is all grown in?
It would be brutal. So glad they made this tournament in the winter. Besides the freezing cold temperatures. But this round was actually nice and warm. You can see Gavin in shorts and t-shirt.
Get off it.
Oh, follow me, bro.
So close to the line.
Such a funky.
With that patented anti-flick again. If I could steal any shot out of Gavin's bag, it would be that anti-flick.
He makes it look really effortless.
He does. It's so good. This is me jump putting.
This is you?
And I got about a 22 footer there.
Yeah, good shot. Should be a
Yeah.
routine bar from there.
Should be. Jason here. Got to step out a little bit. Don't remember what he was putting that with, but oh my
Ooh,
gosh, I
kinda
didn't realize
got
how close that was.
Nice little
Almost
baby
making
run,
it, yeah. Ian here for good bounce back. Actually, he parred the last hole, which is pretty good.
Sit.
At least it's sad though. That's the main thing.
Now, who's this guy putting now?
So this is me
Okay.
putting for par.
You look very purpley.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed with my outfit.
Does this shirt make you make all your putts from 20 feet?
I hope. We'll see in a minute. Oh, I actually thought I missed that. I didn't remember. I thought I missed that.
Right on the pole. Oh my gosh. Could that be any
So
quicker?
dead center. Right on the pole, like I said.
Another one right in the middle.
Yeah, right.
Jason doing a very similar thing to what I just did in a little fancy disc throw.
Little flare. Oh, and
Gavin
some-
with the through the legs pump fake slam dunk.
Do you remember when you used to dab at the end of your videos?
And that was me getting a 150-foot kick straight left into the worst jail possible on a 200-foot hole.
If you're watching on a phone, you probably couldn't see that disc. But if you're watching on a TV, it's way, way, way left.
Yeah.
Bad kick.
Bad line, but also bad kick. Jason
Great
peering
line.
the gap, needs to get down though. This hole plays 110 feet maybe.
Discraft sponsor him. Or Emma.
Tough shot, because you got to hit the line, obviously, but then you really got to baby something down there, don't you?
Yeah, you have to throw it so soft.
No chance of throwing full power or anything.
For sure. Yeah, I think a recreational player could outdrive this hole. It's not that far. Gavin, I believe he's throwing a bullfrog here.
Come back.
That looks nice. Maybe a little turned over. He should have a circle's edge putt from there.
Sometimes the camera does it justice. This one does not. This is so far downhill. You're looking straight down a cliff. That basket is 40 feet below your feet right now.
Probably. And that needs to get down big time. Oh, good tree. This is me. I'm throwing my... I keep saying this is me.
I've noticed.
I'm throwing my fears here. Honestly, the best shot I could ever think of from down there. Like, I could not do that if you gave me 10 more tries. I can't remember what Jason was flicking here. It looks like a jawbreaker zone, if I had to guess. Just catches that tree.
And that was his tee shot that's way down
Yeah.
there, like 80 feet long. And
Yeah.
he just still babied a putter, but
Almost gets the par. And that is my par.
good putt.
My Jawbreaker Challengers, which you can get at discraft.com.
What do we got on this hole?
This is a par 5, 561 uphill.
Way.
A really hard hole. If you're off the fairway at all, on every hole, but especially this one, it is jail. Like putting out almost. I'm throwing a sting here, really flippy fairway, trying to kind of flip it up as it goes and glide over there. And I did so pretty well.
Yeah, yet again, this fairway is, I don't know, 40, 50 feet above the tee
Yeah.
pad
Yeah.
where you're trying to get to.
You're throwing
So
really
challenging.
far uphill. Ian ripping on some sort of driver.
Nice rip.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
Looks like Jason's got rid of the Innova gear, so he's only looking for Discraft sponsorships now.
Yep, the best company out there. He's also throwing a Discraft disc in the Zeus.
We should have waited to see if that was a good shot or not before.
We
Didn't
should
think-
have. Yeah. But don't worry, because that's also a Discraft disc, and that was a great shot, I think, right? And all prayers up to Hope, bringing me back my Hades, that isn't even released yet, and I already managed to leave it in the practice field. So thank you to Hope Brown, if you're watching this.
I think you should probably do a quick shout out for the people that don't know who Hope Brown is.
Oh, Hope Brown is the 3-time junior world champion in the FJ15 division. I don't remember if she won the 12 division or not, but I know she has won the 15 division multiple times. She is amazing at disc golf and a up-and-comer.
And she's amazing at returning your disc.
Yeah, that too.
Multiple talents. Ouch.
Oh, and that's an early tree for Gavin. I'm lining up an anti-flick here with a pretty beat-in ESP force. And I didn't throw any on it. Right down the gap with flat, maybe even hyzer, when I wanted an anhyzer. So not too great.
If we had better technology, it would be nice to show you where the fairway is, because I realize as a spectator you're just looking at a lot of trees.
Yeah.
We almost just need to pause it and draw a mark of where you're trying to get
We
through,
should.
because this is just really, really
You know what we
tight
should
and
do?
thin.
We should actually play a practice round at a tournament one day and do like drone footage. And while we're walking up the fairway, you can like walk up to the basket and do like drone footage or whatever, except you holding the camera.
Or get a drone.
Or get a drone. That was, I know for a fact that was a Vulture, Discraft Vulture ESP plastic, and that was an amazing shot.
Yeah, good shot, Jason.
Maybe if you guys want us to get a drone, you should all go send me some money to buy it. I'm kidding. But that is something that we might look into, actually. That would be nice.
Gavin just really struggling on this hole. It happens to everybody, it seems like,
Yeah.
at some point throughout this tournament. Just a tough course. He's not even really playing bad. You just get in the tough spot over there, and it's tough to get out.
Yep. Like I said on the tee pad, if you're in the woods at all, it's so hard to get out of them. It's just jail. I am throwing a force grenade here because that's the only shot shape that could ever get out of those woods.
I do, yeah. That or your finger?
So now you've got this upshot. Try to get up and down for par.
Yes. I'm throwing my beat-in ESP zone here.
That's pure. Good shot.
Oh! I thought I rang it up. Rung it up? Would it be rung or rang it up? Would probably rung it up, right? Oh well, I thought I made it.
Yes.
Ian is lining up a jump putt now from about, what'd you say, 90 feet, 100 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Get up.
Pretty far away. Great shot.
And while everybody's kind of cleaning this up, maybe set up where you guys are in the tournament. This is round 2. You're in the advanced MA1 division. And is this chase card?
I think this was chase card.
Yeah.
It was either chase or third card, but I just know chase and third card were really close to each other score-wise. So we were all pretty similar.
So if you're seeing the numbers over par, these guys are still really good disc golfers. Just playing a super tough course from the long tees. Nobody's going to look too good.
Yeah, I think even from longs was, what, 950 rated maybe?
Maybe.
It's a tough course. I would really recommend coming out and playing if you guys live anywhere
He
near.
just snuck through the smallest gap.
Yeah.
Wow. But yes, it is. 30 minutes north of Charlotte. Super fun course. Beautiful. Right on, kind of on Lake Norman.
Yep. This is my same ringer and kind of shanked it.
Same thing, round 1.
Cameraman is really not doing his job very well.
Yeah, who was videoing this?
It's your dad. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
There's a line.
Yeah, that looks great. Oh, go in. Drop. That's
Twig.
really long. He's gonna have like a 40-footer from there. That's pretty deep. Oh, that looks good. That looks good.
Oh! Good shot, guy.
That's so close.
That's as close as you can get right there.
Surprisingly, Gavin flicked a good Annie shot.
I'm flicking a zone there. Really like my line. I hit like a stump or that fallen tree, I think. Kind of just stopped it. I have like a 45, 50 footer for my par now, which is not too fun.
Stay for me.
Got some metal.
Barely.
Tee to pin, how far downhill was this hole?
50 or 60 feet.
Yeah.
It was far.
Oof.
It's a good bit there from Ian, and that actually goes a little bit long. Gavin lining up a hyzer putt, I believe, around this tree, which is right in his way. Almost cans
He
it.
should have had that. That was so dead
That
set.
was really good.
I didn't really like how it felt. It's too shallow. Is it fine if I go?
Yeah, go right.
I am cleaning up my bogey here.
Such a fun hole to go.
Sarcasm will get you nowhere.
I wasn't kidding. I would love to bogey that hole again. Ian got about a 22 footer, would you say?
Yep.
For his par.
Oh, man.
Just left.
That's a couple in these first few holes that are uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah.
All right, so while everybody's cleaning up here, why don't you go ahead and set up hole number 12.
Hole 12 is a 313-foot par 3. It is very wooded, and if you do what Jason just did, you're probably looking at a bogey at best. The woods are jail. You kind of have to throw right down the middle and get through the gap, or else it's bad. Gavin's going to throw his leopard, I believe, here. Try and throw like a hyzer flip to hyzer is kind of the play. You want a slow gliding hyzer or a hyzer flip to hyzer. That looks really good.
Fading back.
Just catches the last one at the last minute. That was going to be good. This is me going Crystal Luna here. Straightest, glidiest disc in the world. I'm just trying to throw a hyzer, let it glide over there.
What was that? I don't remember. What caught your attention?
A dude on the hole behind us just made a putt.
That's the line.
Yeah, I
That's
peered
the
that.
line.
That was one of my best lines of the day.
Pretty, dude.
I love that.
That was beautiful. Got so much snap.
This gap is actually a lot smaller than it looks too. So another one where you got to
If
come out
that's
here
possible,
and throw it.
to be smaller than it looks.
What would you say this was, like 6 feet wide?
Yeah.
Another one pure in the gap. That needs to fade.
Fade.
Same tree as Gavin. Both beautiful shots. Both barely caught the tree. There goes the cart.
He was so funny all day.
Yeah. And you can see he literally just had to putt out of the woods because there's nothing down there. Throwing a really good shot, though.
Yeah.
He'll get out of there with a bogey.
Yeah, and he had gotten it to 1 under at this point, as you can see, so that's good up and down, really, just to keep it at even overall.
For sure.
Playing well.
Ian trying to get up and down for his par. It's a nice shot. He'll have like a 20-footer. Gavin with a nice jump putt layup there. He'll have a tap in. This is me from about 45, 50. Trying to line up a nice high soft putt. And
Bang! Good putt.
that one felt good. I love my drive so much, and so to be able to capitalize on a long putt for birdie as well felt good. Did not want to par that hole after that drive.
And to clean up a par.
Yep. Great putt.
Great putt.
Those are always good confidence boosters after you miss one of similar distance the hole before. To hit one the very next hole feels great. It's hole 13, par 3, 274, uphill, probably playing 330. I was throwing my Foundation Disc Golf Undertaker, which you can get at foundationdiscs.com, and use code Luke10 for 10% off your entire order.
Pluggy plug. So that shot, though, obviously a little too low, but it still almost worked. Is the pin right over there to the left?
Yeah, I love the line, just obviously way too low. Gavin threw a great shot there. He'll have a nice jump putt at it. I think Ian's thrown a Firebird here.
Pick up.
Pretty much the same thing as me. Good line, just a little too low. Jason, pretty much same mistake. Good line, just too low. It's hard to compensate for how uphill it is, even after watching everyone in front of you do the same thing, except Gavin threw a great shot.
Oh my gosh. Sit.
This is me, just trying to lay up with a jump putt.
Wait, which player is this?
This is me.
Okay.
Kind of hit that tree, but I still have a 20-footer. Should be fine for par.
Everybody's having trouble getting their layups close.
Yeah,
Very well protected pin.
for sure. Gavin, oh, almost draining that. Jason trying to get his par save here. Ooh, just behind the basket. This is also for par. 25, 30 footer. Probably closer to 30. Just right. I was a little closer to like 23, so this is me just trying to clean up my par. Putting pretty well this round. Shouldn't be a problem. And squared it up. And it's rolling. And it's still rolling. And still rolling. All the way through the woods. Don't even know how it got through there, but it is still rolling. Dad forgot to zoom. It's still going. And it is by the next hole's tee pad, where I don't know how it got through there. There's actually no gap. Do you see where I am? There's no way to get through there.
Yeah, the physics of that didn't seem possible. That would just keep trickling through all of that lumber.
It was a 70-foot roll away. That was the best I could imagine from down there, to just have a look for my double bogey.
Take all the time you need.
Well, at least you'll clean this up easily for double.
That makes me laugh every time I watch it. I hit the tree literally 2 feet in front of me. Oh, that's a funny one. One of those things you just look back and laugh about. Good putt from Ian. So just like that, starting to get my round back together, and I take a triple bogey.
Ouch.
This is hole 14, par 4, 453. It is eagleable if you can get to the top of the hill, but the gap is so small, it is hard to do that. Very hard to do that.
Yeah, we saw a 2 in your first round.
Yep, from the shorts. I believe his name is James. James Holt, maybe? But, yeah, he shot a 1,000-something rated round. Great player. I got a little sneaky there. That'll work. And this is a par 4, so it is definitely a gettable par 4.
Gettable meaning the gap is all of 6.5 feet wide.
No, I just mean it's so short, even if you do a mistake off the tee, you should still have a look at getting up and down for birdie. That was Jason's vulture again. He loves throwing that thing. He was throwing it really well. I'm throwing a sting here just to try and put it on a hyzer through the gap, flip it up, and turn it to the right, because the right side is fine. And I didn't throw it through the gap, but I got through almost everything. Gavin hit a tree, I believe, and is right down here in the valley.
Oh, in the middle. Fine. If you're ready, you can go. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
That was me telling Gavin if he's ready, he can go for it. Don't know if you guys heard that, but I could not find a line, so I was taking a little bit of time. That stupid Annie flick. Oh, just so good with it. It's a weapon.
Good shot. Super good. Great shot.
Is it open through here, Dad?
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause it's not through there.
I am throwing my zone here. ESP zone. A little bit of a small gap. But should be able to get up and down for birdie. Pretty terrible shot. But I should have a look at par. I think Ian is lining up his shot here. Can't quite remember. Yeah, it is Ian. Don't know why I forgot to trim this out of the video. Sorry, guys. But he is lining up his up shot to try and get up and down for a birdie. And that is pretty good.
Really good shot.
Jason also trying to do the same, get his birdie and get out of here. He's going with his 5-time Paul Macbeth Z zone. Beefcake. And he'll have a putt from there for sure.
How far do you have left here on this jumper?
I actually can't remember. Looks like 65, 70.
Just laying it up.
Can't remember if I was trying to or not, but that is what it looked like. Ian for a nice birdie here. Great birdie. Yep. Jason with a great comebacker. Mad about making that putt for reasons I do not know why. But still a fine par. And then me and Gavin will tap in our pars as well.
So this wraps up the 9th hole since you started at 5, and we just did something different on this video. Figured we would put all 18 holes in one just to see how people like it.
Yep, so let us know if you like 2 separate 9s or the full 18 better, and we will do whatever has the most requests.
Hey, dude. Not stable enough. Jeez.
Dead straight, though.
It's like safe, but pretty yanked.
Yeah, a little bit too far right, but he should have a par from there, maybe even a look at birdie. Gavin going with that overstable putter that he loves for his forehand approach shots.
Down there.
He has a circle's edge putt as well. Can't remember what disc Jason was lining up. I'm assuming some sort of mid-range. Kind of yanks that to the right a little bit.
What?
Yeah, Jason wasn't exactly easy on himself. This is me throwing my straight zone, that purple one that I've pretty much thrown all day. Trying to hang it out there right, a little straight, and let it just fade in. And yes, that was a zone. That thing is so beat up. Still stable, though. I love that thing. And I should have like a 10-footer to get me back on the birdie train. Or to get me started on the birdie train. Have I had a birdie this round? I don't think I have. I think this is going to be my first birdie of the round.
It might be.
Gavin told me he was laying that one up.
You want me to move?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just a little bit.
Ian probably going to give this putt a little half run from down here. He loves running his jump putts, and he makes them.
And down there where
lots of the
Gavin
time.
is where it rolls away too, if you
Right.
do catch a roll away. Very punishing hole.
Just low. He'll have a tap in par. Okay, so I was a little farther than I thought. I have like a 22-footer, probably 25 maybe, for my birdie. Trying to focus on high and soft. Wasn't high and soft, but it was in.
Hey, Bird.
And if that shows you how the hole plays, then yep, that's usually what happens. This is me, for some odd reason, trying to throw a buzz turnover 355 feet. Buzz SS, actually. Don't
Get it,
exactly
Drew
remember
Gibson.
why, but I tried it. And we will see how it works out. And if it was any faster disc, it would be perfect, because I threw it right down the middle. And I'm 50 feet short.
Another tough camera angle trying to film the whole thing. You couldn't see the basket from the tee, so that's why we're
Yeah.
at an awkward angle up here.
I think this was some sort of fairway driver from Ian. Catches a little bit of green cabbage, but he is right in the middle as well. Gavin is also going for a fairway driver, I believe. Another one right in the middle. Jason, that looks really good actually. That one's low. Maybe needs to get a little right. He'll have a 45, 50 footer from over there.
Great tee shot.
Yeah. This is Ian digging a hole over there.
Looked like a bull getting ready to charge something.
I was going to say a dog digging, but that too. Just pitching up there with a jump putt. He'll have an easy par. I am hopefully doing the same. Looked in from my angle, just under the cage. And just off the cage from Gavin. Forgot that was that close to going in. Jason from about 45. Drains it.
That's a good
Such a good putt.
two. Good birdie.
That's a great two.
I tried to give it that.
Yeah, I had a hyzer putt only. That's why I threw the judge instead of the beer.
Hole 17, par 3, 334. Most players are going to be throwing either a big turnover or a big forehand. Basket is down to the right in that little gully.
That's rolling out, all right.
That one dropped real early for where he wanted to throw it. Cut rolled back out to the middle. He should be able to up and down that. But what you really want is, if you're doing turnover, you really got to go way out wide.
Yeah, this is me throwing my Undertaker, my really beat up one, trying to do just that. Go way out wide, high, a lot of ante, let it just crash in there. And it's looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I hit the basket.
And I hit the cage.
Dude, I heard the
Bounced
basket.
right off the cage. We could hear it from the tee pad.
I think I did. We'll see how far.
How funny is that? If any of you guys watched the Valentine Open, Brad Ramsey aced a hole where you could not see the basket. So it would have been so funny if I did the same thing and one of the only holes you can't see the basket, I ace it. Ian also going turnover. That looks good.
This would be another one you couldn't see the basket. That would suck. No, I just picked one.
I kind of thought Gavin might flick this. He's got such a powerful forehand.
Yeah, Gavin has a great forehand, but opting for the fairway driver turnover. That looks really good. Very similar line to mine.
Those are tough shots, people. Really, you all made that look pretty easy.
Yeah, we had a great card. Super fun guys and super great players.
Nice shot.
Ian had no idea what line he saw over here, but he saw something. And he almost made it. That was a great shot. Gavin's birdie bit is just low. This is me from my drive off the cage. I have like a 23-footer to try and get my birdie after a near ace. Can't really see it from here. I had to split these two trees. And I did, and it was just high. Pretty bad putt.
It's tough when you're focused so much on the line to also remember
Yeah.
the height and pace.
And then barely squeaked the comebacker over the cage. That's going to be a par frame for the card. Hole 18, par 3, 257, is a straight uphill hole with a slight slope down and to the left of the basket. So,
Down and to the right. Down and to the right.
well, and down and to the left. Like if you go long, I meant. There's a slight one. You basically want to do what Jason and I just did. Try and just throw a mid or a fairway driver and just rip it into that hill. Just let it slide up to the basket. Ian throwing a mid, just slipped out a little bit early. He should have an easy par from there, though.
That's way too endeavor.
Gavin turned it over a little bit. Should still have a look from there. Ian almost drains that.
Straight up, I never would have thought that was high.
Great bid. Gavin probably 40 feet away, straight uphill, though. Just low.
Kind of good that that didn't hit the cage. Could have rolled. Good touchdown.
Death putt.
Yeah, going straight back down.
Probably close enough where he feels safe. He's
Yeah.
not going to airball that from there,
Candid.
but if he did,
Yeah. I got about a 20-footer here. Maybe a little inside. Should be a routine birdie putt. Yep.
nice two.
Thank you. You can see me waving to the crowd. There were a lot of guys out there watching us. Big gallery.
Oh, patrons were hard to even fight through to get to the next tee box.
I don't know if you guys saw that. Jason's mini rolled. He went to mark his disc, and his mini rolled all the way down the hill.
Miss it like
So we had to not mark his disc and then go all the way down and get it.
Set up hole 19.
Hole 19 is a par 4, 470. You gotta either lay up. There's a big OB patch there in front of the basket. So you either want to lay up and take your pretty much guaranteed 3, or you can go for the 470 and get the eagle 2. Jason was laying up here, and it's a very good one. Out high, crashing in left. Perfect. And I'm actually going for this. I went for round 1 from the shorts and went a little long. But from the shorts was only like 410 maybe. So I just felt confident enough that even if I didn't get it, I could get up and down for my par from the drop zone. So figured I would go for it, have some fun. And threw a great line, a little too high, just kind of stalled out about 35, 40 feet short. Can't really see the disc from here, but it was like 35 short.
Fire that cameraman, seriously.
Way short.
I believe everyone else on my card is going to be laying up. So, probably just going to see a couple layups here. Ian throwing a flat drive out there, looking like a great layup as well. Wonderful. You can see those flags. Inside the flags is all OB. So he's great right there.
I thought Gavin might go for this. He's got some good power, just like you.
Yeah, Gavin throws just around what I throw, a bomber. But he just laid it up, playing smart. And it was a great layup. This is me from the drop zone, throwing my Z zone this time. Way more overstable. Just throwing it out wide, let it crash in. Got about a 10-footer.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Jason from his drive, also throwing a Z zone. Almost cans it. Hits the wooden thing.
That'll work.
And it is parked.
That'll get him to 2 under. He's having a good round.
Yeah, he's having a great round. Gavin doing some sort of overstable putter out wide. Great shot. And Ian from maybe the best layup you can possibly have. He's right up on the OB. He's got a good line. Just pulls it a little right, actually. Gavin from 25. Oh, count
Good
it.
birdie.
Barely squeaks in, but it squeaks in. Yeah, Ian definitely went a little long here. He's just about the same distance as Gavin, but a straight headwind putt, I think. And it was not too calm today. It wasn't crazy windy, but it wasn't calm. Headwind just lifted it a little bit. Right onto the band. Me for my par. I don't know why they were going woo-hoo-hoo. It's pretty right on the pole, but whatever. Hole 1, par 4, 545. Uphill. Probably playing 600, maybe a little less.
And we had just seen the guys in front of us go way down by the fence, and we wondered how they got there. Because it just seems so far down to
They
the
were
left.
way up on the baseball fence. And then Jason threw a great shot here and skipped all the way down. And we were like, that's probably how they got down there.
It's longer than it looks.
Gavin trying to correct off that. Just don't want to miss left. Turns it over, and that is OB on the right side of those sticks.
Ouch.
So I'm like, okay, just something in between those. Picked up my Zeus here, got a tailwind. Knew it was going to stable it out a little bit. And I love that.
That was piped.
Yeah, if you haven't picked up a Zeus, make sure to get one. Those things are freaking amazing. Can't remember what disc Ian was throwing here, but I knew he was throwing it a lot for his distance shots.
Good shot.
Yeah,
Right up the middle.
he will be right around where I am. Maybe a little shorter because I got a flex on mine and he threw a hyzer.
Gavin throwing 3 from just inside the pylons. Tough up and down, really,
Yeah.
from here. He's got work left.
Yeah. And that's right on line, just a little low. He'll have a jumper at it. Jason, that needed to fade a little bit. That's just too far right. He's going to be in the junk.
See if Ian can get a birdie here.
Yep, he's got a nice little approach here with a putter.
That was super tough down there.
And that looks pretty great.
Pretty. Very nice.
Whatever you like. It's really short, about 20 feet, 30 feet short of number 1 at Kentwood.
Getting some caddy advice. I'm throwing my X-Soft Ringer GT here. Pretty straight disc.
And really sticky for shots like this where you want
Yeah.
it to stick, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And pretty good. A little bit long, but pretty much right where I wanted it. I will have look for birdie from there. Gavin, a little bit of a half run from there. He'll have a tap in for his bogey after the unfortunate drive. And Jason had no line here. This was brutal. So for him to get out of that was amazing, yeah. I'm putting from about 25 feet here. Not 25, maybe 23. I went a little longer than I thought from my lie, but should still be a birdie. Right where I wanted it. Just right in the middle, right in the heart, right in the chains. Whatever you want to call it, right where I wanted it. It's a birdie. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I hit a 40-footer round 1 on this basket with 0 chains, just like that, on the same side of the basket.
A little bit of tailwind, so hopefully we don't flip it.
Hole 2 is a par 4, 537, one of the harder holes on the course, if not the hardest. It's a really tight gap all the way up the fairway. And so you got to purely drive, and then you have to throw a great up shot.
What?
I'm throwing my beat up Undertaker here, just trying to throw a nice hyzer flip to straight right down the gap. You can look how tight that gap is, and it's like that all the way down a 537-foot fairway.
We'd had a couple group back up here. That's kind of why you're jumping around limbering up. Is that right?
We were probably waiting on this tee for 10 to 15 minutes. Threw it a little low, got through. I'm like maybe 300 feet up the fairway, so not too great, but should still have a good look at par. Ian on the tee, throwing a fairway driver, and absolutely puring the heck out of it. Literally the best drive you could ever imagine on this hole.
That was incredible.
It was amazing. Jason going back to his vulture, I think. And that is a little stable, fading out, but didn't hit anything. He's up there pretty far.
Stood up for a second.
Gavin hits an early tree, but still travels forward a little bit. Yeah, the backup got to a lot of us, except for Ian. Jason peered the gap, just a little too much hyzer.
I think you got to an opening.
And Gavin's going to hit another tree trying to get out.
Whatever you want, man.
Terrible spot.
Really, whatever you're feeling.
This is me full on pitching out. I had no line to get to the basket, so I just wasn't even going to try. That was pretty much what I wanted.
Good shot. Take your medicine.
Yep, this course taught me that sometimes you got to just literally putt out of the woods. And Gavin hit another tree, but I think late in the flight, he might still have the putt for his par. Ian right in the middle of the fairway after an amazing drive. He's got a nice little up here to try and get an up and down for his birdie. And slips it a little early, but gets through all of it. He's going to be 15 feet away for a birdie on a really hard hole.
Way to capitalize on that perfect drive.
Yeah. Jason, that tree weighed 1,000 pounds. He's just Thor. Lifts it up with one arm. And he had a very obstructed lie here. Again, I probably should have cut this out of the video. Sorry, guys. But while you're waiting, if you want to make sure to go down, like, subscribe. Don't dislike the video. Comment down below. Whatever you want to do. And the time definitely paid off. That shot was amazing. I had a little bit of a weird lie here, but I was only about 130 feet away, so I just threw my zone out there, let it fade in, get out of here with a par.
All right, Gavin wouldn't be right if he wasn't anti-flicking a putter.
Yep.
Nice shot.
And
Yeah, Gavin.
I'm shocked that he parked it. I'm so shocked that he parked it. It's just the cleanest shot you'll ever see. Jason throwing a good shot.
Get it.
That was for his birdie bid. Just a little off.
That tree was annoying his stance.
Yeah, for sure.
Couldn't get it out of his head.
Yep. This is Ian for his birdie. His birdie 3, that is, since this is a par 4.
Excellent.
Great birdie.
Really good 4 by Jason.
Yeah, it's a hard hole. 4 is gaining strokes on a lot of players. That's my 4. And I believe Gavin tapped in for a 6.
All right, 2 to go. What do we got here?
Hole 3, par 3, 287. You want either like a turnover flex or just a forehand and try and hit a long putt.
That is high and left.
Yeah, that needs to get down. He might have a weird look from over there, actually, though. I am laying up with a forehand, just not really going for the birdie, just trying to get it down the fairway and get my jump putt up and down for par. This hole gave me a fit during round 1.
Oh, that's pure. Good line.
Yeah, felt pretty good. I was pretty much right in the middle, a little right. Had like a 45-footer.
Oh no, ripped it.
And that actually got through a lot. That's in a good spot.
Really lucky because I was in there and there was nothing. I double bogeyed because I just couldn't get out.
Yeah, that was bad.
Gavin going for the turnover line, trying to park it.
Was he throwing a rock here, do you think?
I think it was a fairway driver. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that was a good shot. Caught on a late tree, but
Great shot.
still right down the middle. This is a putter forehand roller from Ian.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he was not too happy with that. Jason for his birdie. Just high. Great tree. This is me trying to give it a nice high soft bid so that I didn't have a comebacker.
This is close for birdie for this hole.
Yeah, and I just didn't throw it high and soft. Got a little weird ground reaction, skip and a roll. So I still have a 20-footer for my par. Gavin for his birdie. Just laying it up for par. Ian gonna see if he can bang this one in. Playing really solid right now. He doesn't wanna give up a bogey to this hole. And just right.
So close.
So close. This is me, actually probably closer to 23 feet. Putting for my par. And
It's going in.
will
I'm
I
calling
make it?
It's going in.
Will I make it? Yes.
I knew it.
Maybe because you were there. That one felt good. Get out of here with a par. Gaining 2 strokes on my last round already. I double bogeyed this hole. And then I imagine we're going to see some cleanups.
Yep, while they're cleaning up, hole 4 is a pretty long, tough one. Turn over to the right. Set that one up.
Hole 4 is, I think, 465 maybe? 490. Par 4. You want... If you rip it, you can get a look for your 2. But pretty much just a sort of simple birdie hole. You just got to stay in the fairway. And then there's a huge hill. If you hit anything and start rolling, you're going to be 150 feet away. Throw my Undertaker there. Love the line. Just a little too much turn on it.
Yeah, that's a great
I'll be
shot.
in the right side of the fairway, though.
Yep, and still another tight fairway. I think you kind of undersold how tight even this one is.
I don't even know where
Yeah.
They're just all so punishing if you go
This hole felt
Yeah, mine turned a
pretty
little
open
Yeah.
because all of them were so wooded.
relative.
This was one of the more open fairways we got to play. That was his vulture again, just not turning it as much as he wanted, and a bad kick left.
Ghost branch. I had no flex on that though. I tried and it didn't flex at all. Damn it. I went all the way down the field.
Gavin going for the same line I went with, trying to get his 2. And that looks great. That's exactly what you want. You want it to turn, but then come right back in the fairway. That's amazing, actually. He's going to have a look for 2 from there.
Did it get there?
That's amazing.
I might have got there.
Dude, that was ripped.
You either got there or hit something.
Great shot from Gavin. That's amazing. I forgot just how amazing that shot was. Ian gonna try and throw that same shot.
Get through it all.
And
Not bad.
Not bad. Got a little kiss right, but he should have a good look from there. Oh, yeah, he kicked way farther than I thought. So this is actually not a good line from down here.
That basket is so far up that hill. You're like down in a canyon.
Yeah, he's just putting out. Smart shot. Try and get up and down from there for his par.
Yeah, Ian.
Good shot, man.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's a good shot. This is me, probably 100 feet away. Just trying to get up and down for my birdie. Had a tight little window, and I just missed it. It was tight, but it was definitely big enough to where I could have hit it. Just missed it, though.
3 favorite words in golf. You're still up.
Yep. And now I'm just jump putting up for my birdie because I'm like 60 feet out at this point. Taking a while, don't know why. And that's going to be my par. Look at Gavin's drive. That's amazing. He's got, what, a 45-footer for an eagle? That's crazy good.
Yeah, just incredible. Let's cash this in.
Come on, Gavin. Oh! Right off the cage for his eagle, too. So close.
Sorry.
You're good.
Ah, sucks.
Jason, with one last obstructed putt, I felt like he caught a bad break on almost every stance.
Yeah, for sure. Right off the cage. At least it sat, though. He'll have a tap in for his par, I think. So while we're all tapping up, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave some likes. No dislikes. Would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below future video ideas. And we'll see you in the next video. But I had an awesome time playing with these dudes. And hopefully more to come. See you guys. Peace.